Wait, is it Totalist or Syndicalist? It's Syndicalist. -11 for the Syndicalists. There we go. And then plus... Oh, screw it. I'll just make it National Populist. This was at 50-something%. Alright, I'm going to... Hang on. Because that's totally what I should have just done. So I'm sorry. This is me experimenting as I do this. So I'm just going to quickly load that save because too much maths involved otherwise. Reloading that save, we're going to do the -24% on the Syndicalist party popularity, and that should, more or less, have it where it should be. So that should be -24. Whoops. Boom. So the Socialists and the Social Democrats do have a little bit. We're at 58, which is, yeah, right where it should have been. Boom! Thank you very much. That is very helpful, actually, to keep things balanced here. Marvellous. Right, so we have 2 more divisions that are almost trained. We have probably enough guns for another division. And potentially enough guns for an artillery unit. No, still not. 100 away. And then we can. Totalist Imperatio Commune. Interesting. And that at least is going to keep my political popularity high. Well, average. If I get one of my people talking out in favour of the government, I'll be so happy. And we're about to go back to average stability as well. We've survived, guys. We've survived. Still not safe yet, but we're getting there. Support weapons too. That helps as well. Bigger, better guns. And those are 39, so I can't get the better mountaineers yet either. But that's fine. Let's get some more tea to survive. Mord, you can't make artillery by welding together rifles. Increase in stability. We are now average. Which actually decreases the number of consumer goods factories required, which means we have got civilian factories that are working on production once again. We're almost going to get that Romandy defense, which is awesome. And then we start working on the civilian factories. You can make AA that way, though. True, you can. Federal Act on Banks and Savings Banks. Excellent, so that's going to be even more production output. So with that in mind, I think we're going to fill the gold reserves, which will give us another production efficiency and factory output bonus. And then maybe the infrastructure. Or finish the reforms. We'll do that. In fact, I just realised that the Totalists and the Social Democrats, I think, were both banned as well, which would actually tip me over the edge to high popularity. Actually, I don't know if the Social Democrats were banned. I'm pretty sure the Totalists were, so I'm going to get rid of the Totalists. Up. Oh crap, how much do they have? 5. Which is going to bump us over the minimum required. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. The Syndicalists are already up to 2%. God damn it! They grow so quickly! High party popularity, that's what I wanted to see. And you can get training, and you can be added to the front line. Marvellous. Okay. Yeah, we're making 34 guns a day now, which is awesome. would love to be able to afford to buy in some tungsten, but I really can't do that. Disappointingly. And those were all the units we're producing, so we could make another one. Integralist versus Brazil. In fact, we can even do 2. 2 will do. And then artillery. I'm pretty sure that we can afford the artillery now. Oh, for Pete's sake. We're still more than a quarter short, so no. Although what I think I will do, considering how many guns we're actually producing right now. Although I would like to increase the number of... No, I'm going to do 4 and 4. And then if we get any more military factories, I might well put those to support equipment. Which cost aluminium. Support equipment, something I can definitely afford to make some of. It's had a sodding knife's edge. Alright, so syndicalists need to lose another 3%. Remember, you need to have enough artillery to train your units with afterwards. Yeah, I know. I also need to have enough time to train my units with artillery. There we go. Jumping back and forth. Such a nice edge. Like, if we had a little bit more leeway, that would be quite nice. But unfortunately, we don't. I just don't remember if the Social Democrats were banned. I mean, considering they... That's Radical Socialist. The Radical Socialists have not been growing at all. So no, the Social Democrats were not banned. I think it was just these top 3. Totalist, Syndicalist, and Radical Socialist. Yeah, you suffer like 7% attrition while training. I don't think it's just like you lose artillery units. I think it's also like that factors in artillery shells and stuff like that as well. Switzerland seems like a weird choice. I can't imagine them expanding much. But they hold such a key interest in the Weltkrieg because it usually breaks out over France demanding Romandy and Germany saying no. So they basically have the role of Serbia in this. they cause the war. Although I seem to have avoided it thus far, which is quite nice. And they can vicariously expand through larger countries. Yeah, true. Put a little break in there for the recording so I can actually edit the audio if I need to. Actually, speaking of audio, did I remember to change my microphone settings? I did. Yay, go me. Right, what else can I get? It is 38. We have already got that. I think I would quite like to have decryption because it's just such a useful skill to have. Not bothering with Air Force, you're already being done. No upgrades available there. No upgrades here. None here. So yeah, just decryption and then probably it. Many things can cause World War II and Kaiserreich. Yeah, but that's one that very often does cause it. Brazil took 4 states and that is probably the most pointless civil war. It's so unbelievably easy. They really need to give the rebels more stuff because they just get crushed every time. I've never seen the rebels win. All right, so we've got more gold, which is important. Like, you can't be Switzerland without gold. And I think I'm going to continue doing the reforms at this point. Although having that extra max planning would also be good. As would finishing these. Alright, we are going to... This referendum presented to the Swiss people details plans for the revision of a law that would standardise the transportation of goods and animals on public roads and would limit the transportation in favour of government transport. Because what I'm kind of hoping is that there is a spirit or something once you've got all of the reforms done. Have I ever played as Brazil? Yes. one of my most popular series actually on YouTube is Brazil. Like, so many Brazilians just came out of the woodwork to watch that one. In fact, I think a fairly significant portion of my viewer base is Brazilian because of that series. Getting my usual itchy nose syndrome. Very annoying. In fact, I'm kind of curious. What is my proportion of Brazilians at the moment? Let's have a quick look. Demographics. This is YouTube, not Twitch. Although YouTube and Twitch are actually pretty similar. I want to know where they are from. Geography. Oh. I have never seen that before. Cool. And we're back. God damn it. I'll sort that out in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th most popular part of my demographic is Brazilian. 1.9% of my total viewer base are Brazilian. Have my videos been demonetized lately? Yeah, constantly. It is an ongoing struggle, but I tend to upload all of my videos like once a week now. And if I lose a day or two of revenue, the rest of the week is usually okay. Just because I do it so far in advance. It's annoying. It means that it eats up my day off on Monday, usually, because I'm trying to get everything rendered and uploaded in time for that. Or Sunday evening. Sunday evening, Monday is when I tend to do it. But yeah, stuff still gets randomly demonetized. It is really annoying. Right. And I think I need to go and ban the socialists again, because they have once again driven my percentage too low. So it is the radical socialists increasing, though they never seem to have much effect. And the syndicalists, no, it's just you. So I'm going to drop the syndicalists by another 4%. They seem to gain popularity really quickly. Stop that. Alright, I'm up to 62 again. I just need one of my ministers to improve the popularity of my government just a little bit more, and then I'll have that problem less frequently. There we go, back up to high. Disperse support is finished. That was quick. Overwhelming firepower. More soft attack. Sounds good to me. Now can I afford artillery in my armies? Yes. Yes, I can. Can I afford engineers? No, you definitely cannot. Can I afford more mountaineers? Yes. No. I'm going to be super duper inefficient here and just keep going over the combat width, am I? Or am I just going to have a smaller unit like that, but more of them? No, because making artillery is going to be a problem in comparison to mountaineer equipment. So I think I just want to add more mountaineers over time as I can. I may just... yeah, I'm going to do that. We're up to 25. It's inefficient, but so be it. We have a nice defense thanks to my allies here, so if I need to train you guys, I can. And I'm kind of surprised I have not needed to yet. Come on. There you go. Right, let's train all of you lot. We now are deficit, though not a huge one. We can overcome that pretty quickly. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Maybe add 3 political power to yourself and remove 25 political power. You know what? That's a good idea. So, I am going to do that. I'm going to do... that. What was I? A market liberal 3. And then minus PP. No. PP minus 25. That is a good way of doing it. Good idea. So we're now at 65%. It just gives me more leeway to deal with stupidity. Because it's going to be high political power. Party popularity regardless. Now just to make sure I can do that, I can. Whoops. Good. Up arrow is what I'm using, by the way, so to use old commands again, I'm not copy-pasting. It's usually true in consoles. If you use the up arrow, it will repeat previous messages. Likewise in chat windows, actually. Focus, no checks, removes focus checks. Maybe do it on the focus that removes the memories of Geneva. Problem with that is I suspect it's going to add some other stuff too. Yeah, it actually makes it more powerful. It doesn't replace it, it just improves it. And that's the only way to modify it at all. Right, onwards. You guys are in training, so you probably won't need to do very much. Transport of goods referendum is complete. So let's get the Freemasonry one, and then the official languages last. This referendum, presented to the Swiss people, details plans of the banning of secret societies such as Freemasonry and other secret politicized gatherings. Improved infantry equipment. Right, that's technology. It is still 38. Curses. Which means I'm going to grab encryption. And you're right, it does replace. No, it's still an effective change, so it is technically still the same thing. Because it just changes Memories of Geneva, effective change, plus national unity, which gets rid of the national unity penalty it has, and increases the amount of political power. While also improving the syndicalism. So the problem's still there, is basically what I'm trying to say. Referendum on the transport of goods. Referendum on the current system of transport goods along the Swiss roadways. The proposed referendum would change how the goods are to be moved, and would potentially increase the overall volume of trade along major roadways should we support this referendum. Yeah! Alright, how's the government doing? 65% still. We're fine. We're okay. And it is now December 38 and still no war. The longer the French delay in declaring war on Germany, the better it is for us, because the more Germany can recover and massively industrialise. Do they still have... Yeah, they still have the victors of the Weltkrieg, which is annoying. They have got the daily political power gain, though, which means that their ministers and officers are going to be a lot stronger. And going to have more companies and stuff like that. You guys have finished training, which is magnifique. You guys are still training, and you guys are almost ready for deployment. Marvellous. And there they are. Let's have you appearing in Bern. There you are. Add you to that unit, and I just noticed you are not training for reasons. Alright, now I am short on a bunch of things, but it's not going to take me too long to overcome that. So I am still pretty happy. Mostly thanks to having just such a massive production efficiency cap. Meaning that my raw materials just go that much further. So I guess that's another thing that you take into account is higher production efficiency means you're using less materials. So if you're in a material poor area, then you probably do want the dispersed industry. Transportation referendum succeeds. The referendum on the transportation of goods has succeeded, and our economy is likely to get a small boost from this. Construction increase, but no other national spirits. So hopefully, once we have the Freemasonry and the official languages done, and then there'll be some kind of spirit for all of this. I don't know if there will be. I'm just kind of hoping. How's Ireland doing? Defense of the Republic. Yeah, that's quite a good one. Black Monday, they still have. Medium industry, which is conversion speed and construction cost reduction, which is good. Research time -5, I think that's the maximum. And then the farming reforms, monthly population plus 7.5. Not sure if that's the maximum though. I have a feeling that goes up to 10%. Carlos Spain took 4 states. CNTFAI did in fact win. Once again. Oh wow. Oh, I missed the fall of the USA. So the PSA is looking pretty strong. Are you even at war with the other two? Nope. So the PSA has just taken this, which has actually put them in a pretty strong position. And then these two are actually kind of equal in strength. You still have the industrial north, but you have Texas. Could go either way still. Although you've taken... No, you haven't taken Washington. They have. Yeah, that could still go either way. Freemasonry has come into the public spotlight recently for a supposed connection to dangerous extremist movements and the prevalence of its members amongst the higher levels of office. Freemasons are not believed by the state to be a real danger, but who knows with such secretive societies. The public will have to say whether they are allowed to continue their practice within our borders. Should we support this referendum? Yeah. Downfall and stability once again. Not surprising. How's the party popularity doing though? We're okay for the moment. And we can get a new national focus, which should be official language. This referendum presented to the Swiss people details our plans to include Romansh as an official language in Switzerland. And I've already read that before, so I'm not going to bother reading it all again. Right, you guys are trained. Add you to the front. What's Italy doing throughout all of this? Have you joined Mitteleurope yet? No. Will you join Carlist Spain? That would be interesting. PSA cannot get 5 research slots. But they do have 2 support artillery battalion divisions. What? How? You mean they just start with that? Randomly. Huh. And I can do a research. It is now February 39, which means starting on these. Do I want to grab construction first? 50% off, so it is quicker. Or do I want to go straight for the factory output and production efficiency? I think I'm going to go for the construction, just because it's quick. And then we'll go for the production efficiency. And how is the construction going? It's not. Right, because our stability changed again. Hey, Grokex. Grosex? Grokex? Groxex? How do you pronounce that? I'm going to say Grokex. Or Grox. There you go, Grox. Right, manpower is still there. Could still potentially recruit some more divisions, or potentially start adding some more artillery. Or potentially just increasing the number of mountaineers in these units, which is probably the best option. In fact, if I went to a full 3 unit, and this is what I would ultimately want to have, how many infantry would I need? At least in the short term. It would be that. Which is 5, 10, 14 in total. Okay. And I am out of army experience. Let's do that. We'll have you training up again. Freemasonry referendum succeeds. The referendum has passed and the Freemasons have been barred from official meetings inside the nation. While there is likely little effect on the day-to-day of the government operation, the public support of the states has risen with the news. National unity increased and political power has increased. Magnificent. Okay, good. Oh, you want it to be Crocs. Alright, I'll just call you Crocs. It's fine. I think the Ireland playthrough is a bit... Really? I think my favourite has actually been Portugal. Portugal was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun actually in the multiplayer French Republic game, where I was basically just the special forces. My army was tiny, but it was critical. Like, it was a real campaign winner. And the Germany game, obviously. Always fun. Yeah, I would say it was probably Portugal. That was my favourite. I really enjoyed that. And we have another technology, which is going to go construction. This is when we get dispersed. 39. Is there anything else important that I need in 39? More important than industry? I wonder. Could there possibly be anything else in 39 important for Switzerland? The answer is yes.